I'm doing my best. I mean, I am genuinely doing my best. But there are so many. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Wednesday. I praised my mother at Christmas because my mom really, for the first time ever, cut her Christmas dinner portions down immensely. She started by cutting out entire dishes, and then she took the existing dishes and she lowered the portions. I think that the reason that she did that is that this was the first Christmas that we weren't going to be around for leftovers. It wasn't going to be like, oh, we're a few minutes away. We'll come over for leftovers every night for a few nights. She knew that we were driving back to Raleigh and that, she could send some leftovers with us, but as far as like eating them multiple times, it just wasn't going to happen. She did, however, still make, I'm going to say 10 dozen cookies. It might be more. I didn't count them. But we could have just skipped Christmas dinner and ate Christmas cookies. I mean, there are so many. Now, the good news, God, don't ever get on the floor. It's too hard. The good news is that we will be having some help with this pretty soon. The cookies were made basically right before Christmas, so they're still fresh and they'll still be fresh in a few days, and we'll get some help whenever New Year's comes around. But the thing is, I haven't been shying away from eating these cookies. I like cookies in a big way. I mean, I'm not a super, super huge candy person. I like to taste candy. I like to go, ooh, candy, taste. But I can get down on some cookies. This isn't necessarily new information. Over the years that I've done the vlog, I've shared this in various ways that made me seem probably a little bit like a food goblin. But I really do love cookies, and I have been eating a lot of them every single day. And the thing is, it just doesn't look like I have. Really doesn't look like I have. Like these things, how come any of those things are still here? About gingerbread cookies. Yeah, there's a whole tub of them. And then there's these, which has got both the M&Ms and the chocolate chip cookies in there. And then you can see through this one, so I don't got to show you the sugar. And the worst part about it is that my mom did make a double batch of the chocolate chip, which I left in the bag. I haven't even bothered to take it out because, what would be the point? I can't. Now, it has been worse in the past. In other Christmases, and certainly on some Extra Lives, my mom has just went and made even more cookies than this. However, it's still a lot. It's still a lot. And one of the things that I was reminded of today as I was eating my, I don't know, let's say 8th, because it sounds better than 18th, cookie today, is that we have not established a dentist in Raleigh yet. And, that might be something to think about. Actually, on that note, we haven't established a primary care physician either, and that's something that we will probably want to do. At this point, a little late for 2022. There's only a few days left in the year, but for next year, I definitely want to get a primary care physician and get a physical, unrelated to cookies, although if I eat too many more, then maybe, but definitely a dentist as well. These are just the normal things, and you can go for quite a long time without doing either of these things. There's been times in my life where I have, but I would like to do that at some point. One of the things I've always dealt with is tooth sensitivity, and I've had sweet sensitivity kind of on and off, and it always makes me think that I'm like, I have a cavity. Then I go in and they're like, no, you don't. I'm like, oh, okay. But I've been dealing with it a lot lately, and I don't know if I'm just going through a phase with it, or if it's literally because I'm consuming massive amounts of sugar because I'm eating these cookies. I want to make it known that I do appreciate my mom making cookies. She's going to watch this vlog and be like, you don't want me to make cookies anymore? That's not it. That's not it. It just, the circumstances surrounding, I mean, there's probably a little too many cookies, but the circumstances surrounding the cookie situation is not ideal because we're back in town and our friends are not back in town yet and cannot yet help us eat these cookies. Yeah. Actually, I think we're going to see at least Haley tomorrow, maybe Haley and Alex, and they can hopefully eat a few. Because they are good. They're delicious cookies. I love the cookies. It's just a lot. It's just a lot of cookies. Okay, that's it. That's all I had to say. Thank you so much for watching. Tomorrow, it's actually the final breakfast stream of 2022, so that's kind of exciting. And then also we are going to finally do the remaining puzzle stream to wrap up that Cats puzzle that we had been putting together. So I think that'll be the final puzzle stream for the year as well. So lots of things are wrapping up, but of course they have to. There's only a few days left in the year. It's been a fun one. We'll talk more about that in a few days when we're out of this year and into next. But all in all, I've had a good 2022. I'm ending it in a very sweet way, but that's overall a very positive thing. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. Let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?